Very quick update tonight. I've been doing more packing up. I took down the shelving in the corner there, which I'm going to take with me, but I'm going to leave the other set because it's bolted to the wall. I did have one almost exciting moment, which is down under there. There's actually it's like an inspection hatch. It goes down about 1 meter to water. So I'm not sure if it's stormwater or what the story is there, but the old cover over it was completely rotted out, and I stood on it and nearly fell through. So I made a new cover just to keep that safe. So this is all done, and I was actually outside. I've been everywhere today. I've been under the house to pull out some cabling, and then up on the roof to pull down that quad antenna thing, which was an antenna I used for weather satellite receiving. So receiving pictures from weather satellites. I haven't actually used it for a long time because the software stopped being supported. So I was up on the roof sorting that out, and I was out in the garden. I'm not sure if we can see it out there. Is that giant? Oh, where is it? There. Big blue tub. That was my molasses tank. So I emptied all the molasses out onto the lawn. Supposedly it's meant to be good fertilizer. It's either going to kill the lawn there or make it grow like mad. I won't be around, I guess, to see what happens. Maybe I should have laid it out in a rude shape, and then I could have looked on Google Maps later on to see if I could spot it. But when I got to the bottom of the tank after tipping it all out, I found this, which has obviously fallen off a wire, and it's probably been sitting in that tank for the last couple of years. I gave it a quick wire brush just to get all the gunk off it, because it was literally sitting on the bottom of that tank and it was full of muck. And you can see it's come up really well. And I was quite excited for a moment because this is a part I thought I needed but don't actually have, which is, luckily the brake mechanism stuff here isn't completely buried yet, but this is the brake mechanism. This is the shaft, or the collar that goes around the shaft that the foot brake pedal operates on. So there's a linkage that goes forwards to this, and pushing the brake moves that backwards, and it works the mechanism. The one I have here is too long. It actually needs to be shorter. There is a shorter version of this, and for a moment I thought, oh, I found it. I found the shorter one. But no, it turns out this isn't the right one, because we can look at this without losing everything. It's all loose at the moment because the shaft isn't going through the middle to hold it all. But you can see this tube has these two arms on it, and this also has two arms on it, but they're the wrong way around. So if you look at the arm here and the arm here, this is the opposite. So this isn't the right piece, which means I've got no idea what this piece is. It doesn't have any casting marks on it, so I'm not actually sure. It's a shame I can't use that, because that's quite a nice casting. So I may have to go back to my original plan, which was to cut down this shaft, chop out a section out of the middle, and then re-weld it back up. So either that or fabricate something, because this gives me all the lengths of the levers, so all the leverage is the same, because it's the brake system. You need to keep all of that exact, otherwise your brakes might start doing funny things. But yeah, pity this wasn't the right one. If anyone knows what that is, let me know. It looks like it may be for an earlier car, Mark 1 to 4 maybe. Possibly the rod brakes. I'm really not sure. But the packing is pretty much now almost at the stage where I'm going to say they can do the rest. I still do need to take down the the steel racking and things like that, but that won't take long. The other thing I did is emptied all the sand, all the grit out of the blasting cabinet. Sort of put that in the rock garden. One thing I may do when we move to the new place is actually strip that down, because when you assemble it, it comes with this sort of foam tape that you're supposed to put in all the seams, but the thing seems to leak sand all over the place. So I may disassemble it all and actually run some sort of silicone type sealant all through the seams just to completely seal it up. I do need to buy new gloves for it because one of them has torn, so they're not too hard to get. Other than that, I was looking at painting the wheels, but I've lost the little paintbrush I was going to use. That may have accidentally gone into a box somewhere, I'm not sure. But I've decided I'm going to wait until we move anyway, in case there's any more damage to the spokes or any more paint chips off. I'm going to have to repaint them again anyway. So the wheels are good, it's just where the paint scratched off. I have gone through and rechecked all the spokes and made sure they're all straight. If they were slightly bent still, I ended up using a nylon ratchet strap to put under the spokes and then just pull it back into shape. And that worked really well. What I found was that the gap between the spokes here was pretty much one thickness of that strapping. So when they're in the correct position, the strap slides through easily. So I knew if there was any drag on the nylon strap as you were pulling it through here, you needed to pull it out a little bit further. So that worked fine. I think these will be fine. I don't think it actually did any damage to them, just the paint. So I think that's all for today.